Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Realms of the Haunting. And when last we left off, we managed to get a few interesting items from here. Most notably, another one of those journals. The journals are in fact a very important item. There are multiple of them, and we've currently found two. Each one's had a key in it that's allowed us to progress, and also a lot of information about what's been going on in the general plot leading up to now. This one was most notably about the Dodger, one of the entities that the Temple of the Morning Star has had access to and control over, but one that's gone rogue and now controls the Ire in the tower, which is not a very, well, basically makes the whole place a lot more dangerous, and that's why the Ire is basically going around killing everyone, or trying to anyway. Now we have a key that's going to let us open a few places here. We're actually very nearly done with this whole area. What we do need, however, are the items that are here.
This is delicate.
Be careful with it.
It's also a lot bigger in that image there than it actually is.
Plain iron key. No markings.
Nothing to give away which lock it fits.
Now I know which lock that fits. That lock fits the only other door we have yet to actually open. Also, because we're in the hard puzzle mode, the keys have basically now switched around, and we now need to re-equip this key to get out of here. It's the one advantage of the easy puzzle mode is the fact that it switches out keys as and when you need them. Now, I said previously that the feathers were the key to getting into Arqua, and I was right, but not in the same way that I thought I was.
Knight, or some soldier. Definitely Norman period, though.
You're not the idiot I first took you for, are you?
Here is a picture.
That figure, the angel, looks similar to the one in the window, don't you think?
Very similar.
That is one of numerous clues you have as to this puzzle here. And when I said that the feathers were the key to getting us into Arqua, it's because it's going to get us the item that we need to get to Arqua.
What's that discolored ring around the Madonna's head?
You know, I'm not sure. Perhaps the discoloration's something to do with the stone?
We need to put something on that statue.
There's a small indentation here. Looks like a fern or something.
If we put the wrong feather in here, which would be the red feather, it summons some enemies and we'll have to fight them. If we put the right feather in, the green feather, and then if we just angle ourselves here to go and put the tiara on the statue, it opens this, which gives us access to the item we need. Yes, it's another piece of Alf's equipment. This one is the Dragon Helm.
Alf's helm. Makes me feel somehow ready to take on everything. Can't explain it.
Well, let's take it. There's a cutscene to watch.
We meet again. This time through the Dragon Helm.
This stops me getting smashed over the back of the head, right?
Actually, no. It is a passport to Arqua, realm of the divine. Put it on, lad.
This realm of the divine. Are we talking about heaven?
I am not sending you to heaven, Adam. Believe me, I would allow you more time to prepare yourself if that were the case. But beware. Arqua is the most beautiful of all the realms. It is far too easy for you to lose your purpose there.
Point taken.
You still haven't said when we need to go there at all. We've had various clues and all,
But the clues have not become fact. Do you remember when we first met? I spoke in metaphors.
Sure.
And my words.
You first told me to go with open eye. And that's Rebecca. And the second was go with the wings of angels to guide me?
that must be the feather.
Well?
She is correct. It was the feather that brought you to me, and to the Dragon Helm. Next.
Something about my voyage to the tower.
Again, you final metaphor.
The sword of the dragon held aloft as a beacon to the tower. That was it, wasn't it?
It was the sword of the dragon.
Eternity. The sword that was taken from the Soulstone by Florentine, the sword that started all of this. That's what you mean, isn't it?
And now you must take it to the chamber of the Soulstone, at the heart of all things. The ultimate destinies of you both lie upon show. Trust your senses. Walk carefully within the divine realm, and more carefully still when you come to the gates of hell.
There are only 20 chapters to the game, and we are now on chapter 13. We're making some good time. We don't need those items anymore. Let's go. What we want to do is we now want to get out of here and basically move to the tower. This will now actually take us back to a different location than the one we came in, because we actually came in through the area that we found and released Hawk. This will now actually bring us to the tower itself, now that we have the helm.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Let's go.
Combine the face with the soul traveler. Become as one to walk the tower. Know that you stand before the tower and possess the right of passage.
You know, it doesn't matter how many times I play this game or hear that, it's still a fantastic line from the game. Let's go. Now, if we were to consult the map here, the map would actually bring us out at a pretty different location to the one that, basically we're not at the main entrance to, the tower from Heled. Where's the complete map? There it is. We are actually, because we normally come in about here, we have actually come in there. What we want to do is we want to find Arqua. And Arqua, I do believe, is down here. We could go straight to Arqua, actually, and in fact that's not a bad thing to do. The only problem with going straight to Arqua is that Arqua has a lot of puzzles. We should actually go into, say, this location and have a little conversation about some of the things we've found. We could talk about a lot of things. We could talk about the Ire and Dodger now. Let's do that.
The Ire presides in the tower, but what I want to do is know more about this Dodger I keep hearing about.
Well, after trying to track the thing down in the 17th century, Florentine comes to the conclusion that the Dodger is somehow controlling the Ire.
Controlling? A thing like that?
Yes, and he describes in graphic detail what happened when he stumbled on it. It's all there in the journal, entry dated April the 18th, 1895.
Indeed. Let's talk about the Dragon Helm.
Alf's helm. Makes me feel somehow ready to take on everything. Can't explain it.
Let's discuss it, shall we?
So the Dragon Helm's our ticket to enter Arqua.
It's also very magical,
You're not kidding. My thoughts, they become so clear.
in tune with your surroundings. You should be. The power of the helm's altering you. It's tuning into your psyche, fashioning and moulding it.
But for what? Why is it doing all of this?
Now that, Adam, is something we'll all just have to wait for.
Yep, indeed. What else do we want to talk about? Maybe we can talk a bit about Arqua now. I think we might have already had this one, but let's have a look.
Arqua. That was one of the 4 realms that Raphael spoke of.
Divinity. The realm of divinity.
Yeah, there's not a lot we can talk about at the moment. Yeah, we don't actually have a lot of new topics, so let's just go to Arqua, shall we? Arqua's actually an interesting realm in the sense that there's not actually going to be a huge amount of danger when we're there. The only danger we're actually going to come across is going to come from the actual puzzles, because if memory serves, there are no enemies in Arqua. None. It's all a giant puzzle. And You know how I am with giant puzzles. Also, we have not been to this area yet, so yep, I'm gonna presume. But there's gonna be an enemy or two that I need to deal with. There we go. There's probably more than just one, too. Without the helmet, we can't actually get to Arqua, and we actually could have gone, in theory, through the whole of...
Child of Heled, sleep, sleep, and cometh upon thy wings to me.
I don't know if that was addressed to us, but no. I think we're just gonna go to Arqua and not do that. That seems like a brilliant idea. If you think, by the way, that at some point we're going to encounter the Dodger, you're absolutely right. At some point we will encounter the Dodger. Not just yet, though.
Know that you approach the divine realm. Traveler, you possess the rite of passage. Go now with the soul to guide you.
Thank you. Let's go.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Off to Arqua.
To which the laws that govern he has decreed. Nothing can be brought to this realm that parallels the law. All possessions that mirror the elements have been ruled unfit. They will be returned at your departure. Further, only one device exists that may be taken from this realm. The Sword Eternity. You are marked, son of Adam, but are you truly worthy? Let it begin.
Indeed. We have, no items apart from the mask and this scroll.
Scroll. Vellum, isn't it?
Yes, animal hide.
Traveler, welcome. Since you are reading this, you must be the chosen, in search of the Sword of the Dragon Eternity. This is Arqua the Divine, realm of purity and peace. This is what you must do. All 4 elements must be in their absolute state. This may require you to use one element to produce another from the raw ingredients that you have found. Take the 4 elements to the Ring of 8 and place them correctly. They will conjure the presence of the... Is that the, Hafaza? Well, when you look upon the, face of, Tistria, take up the elements again and combine them. Remember that what pleases us often pleases the divine also, and consider which of your senses is as yet untouched. When the scent of success sweetens the air, you will achieve your mind's desire. We have no need for any weapons here. None.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
It's very different in design to the other ones we've encountered. Let's have a walk around, shall we? The music is as it is, and there's really nothing to worry about here. Everything is, perfectly peaceful and serene. There will be no enemies for us to face whatsoever in the realm of the divine. But that doesn't mean to say there's not going to be challenge. Also, we could probably walk all the way around this, and I bet there's not going to be a single other thing that we can actually look at. So, you know what? Let's go in. And that was a very odd effect there from the fountain. Really didn't like looking that way, did it? Let's move on. You have to be careful of those fountains.
Fountain. Water as clear as crystal.
Anything in there?
Is there anything in there? It's actually a good question. Let's have a look, shall we? Could have a look. No, doesn't seem like there is. Okay. It was worth a look. There probably was something in there and I've completely missed it. Alright, let's have a walk around, shall we? Okay, so what we have is a lot of water here, and not a whole lot else just at the moment, but there are other areas, like here.
Some mosaic or something.
There's power at work here. Powers of transportation and movement. But we're at the end of it.
Which means that that's not going to help us here as it is right now. But there are other places that we can most certainly go. Like we can go to the middle here. But right now on this floor, there's not a lot we can look at.
Wow. This is incredible.
You're telling me?
We need to focus, however. As we were indeed warned, we could definitely lose our basically our purpose here if we don't concentrate on what we need to do. What we need to do right now is we need to find our way to explore everywhere here. Somewhere up here there is a way to go up. We haven't found that yet, but we will find that. Also, there's another one of those areas that basically is our way back rather than our way to somewhere. Let's see what we can find. There's another one of these that we can...
Some mosaic or something.
There's power at work here. Powers of transportation and movement. But we're at the end of it.
Indeed we are. We are actually at the end of it. So what we need to do is we need to find one of those that isn't the end of it. Like this one. That does absolutely nothing. So what we need to do right now is basically find the way up. This could take a little bit of exploring, but we will find the way up at some point. It's the fountain. I'm trying to remember where the way up actually is. Is it outside? It might actually be outside. Because right now, none of these are actually... There we go. Now we're up. Here's where some of the puzzles are going to be.
Piece of flint.
Might come in handy later. I can't sense any magic from it, though.
I hardly doubt there would be any magic in it. What have we got here?
A magnifying glass would be handy right now.
Ah.
This one's stuck fast.
Can't see anything there. What's this?
Steel cylinder.
Use the flint and we've got a spark. Fire. One of the elements we lack here.
Well, we now have fire. That's pretty handy. We also can't... Oh, there we go. We couldn't get out of here for them. Oh.
Curtain of light. Not gonna let us through.
No, I don't think it will. The ward's a hybrid of the magic of passing and the magic of stasis. Something to do with the water element also.
Ah. Well, punching it's not going to do any good, so let's keep going.
Some optical design. Can you sense anything, Rebecca?
It's definitely some sort of teleporter. Where it goes, well... there's only one way to find out.
Indeed. What we need to do right now is we need to actually grab various elements here. And unfortunately we can't actually get through any of these because we don't have the way to get past this. There is also this.
Wow. This is incredible.
You're telling me?
Can you sense anything unusual from this, Rebecca?
I couldn't at first. But the more I concentrate, the more power seems to channel itself and water through me.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's almost as if the water's alive.
Maybe it is. There's not really much we can do here though, so let's step on one of these. Doesn't do anything. But if we click it, it brings us to a puzzle. Oh, it brings us to a puzzle. Quite an interesting one too. This one I don't think is so bad. There are some really bad ones though. This one I think pretty much just involves a fair bit of platform navigation. So let's, that'll bring us probably back out. There's an item we need here. And we need to find it. We're not going to find it just by doing that though. We're going to need to slowly make our way up. Is it here? There's something here.
This tile's different from the others.
Aha! There's an item.
This is exquisite. Look at the work around the glass.
I'd say it was French if it wasn't for the peculiar design.
Now we have a magnifying glass. We need this magnifying glass. We most certainly need it to read the various things that are on those plaques. I think this will take us back. And indeed it does. Unfortunately, we can't actually do anything just yet with that because we don't yet have the ability to get through these. However, this one has the symbol of a chalice on it. A chalice that we most certainly need. We need to go get that chalice. This might involve a little bit more platforming than the other one. Let's see. Or maybe it just requires more navigation. One way or another, we'll just give it a... okay. That's not so encouraging. Do not want to go that way. That way pretty much would just lead to me falling. And falling is not so great. Okay, that brings us to there. That brings us... We don't want to go that way. We basically want to get into that middle area there. That's going to be a little tricky. Could try jumping, but that seems to be not the best solution. It's one of those puzzles which I don't quite remember the solution to. At all. But I'm pretty sure that I'll figure it out. For when we come back, folks, we're going to have to get that chalice, because it's that chalice that's going to give us the ability to go and basically get rid of the barriers that are blocking us access to the rest of the puzzle here. It is a very, very long puzzle, but rest assured, we most certainly are going to get through it. But when we come back, folks, that chalice will most certainly be ours. One way or another. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.